Talk about history on the First Coast possibly being in danger. You know how prestigious National Geographic is. Well, the issue out right now is finding that St. Augustine could be one of the places where archaeological sites are at risk of these rising sea levels that worry us around here anyway. So in an exclusive report tonight, First Coast News' Jessica Clark shows us a site that's losing ground and important artifacts.
Deep inside the Guana Research Reserve, just north of St. Augustine, is the Shell Bluff Landing archaeological site, where local and state archaeologists are monitoring erosion.
The site was occupied for about 6,000 years, so there's lots of layers in there and lots of different time periods that we could learn about.
Archaeologist Emily Jane Murray says Native Americans and eventually colonists lived on this land along the intracoastal waterway, and it's now experiencing erosion.
And we've seen what's happened before and after both Matthew and Irma. And so as a result of that, we decided we should come out and do a little better documentation of the resource before it washes away further.
And right off the bat, they see the land that used to be part of the archaeological site has washed away, roots exposed, layers of history gone, and artifacts easily exposed like a 200-year-old olive jar fragment and a Native American piece.
St. John's pottery. So
dating back 2,500 years.
And then we'll photograph the artifact so that we have a record of it.
The team measured from a metal marker placed in the earth 30 years ago to the edge of the bluff now.
Yeah, that's 15 meters of erosion since 1988. So 30 years, 50 centimeters a year.
That sounds like a lot.
It is a lot.
Behind these wooden slats is an old well, probably from the 1800s. 2 years ago when I was here, you could only see part of the well. And now a good 4 feet of it has been exposed because of erosion.
I mean, the bluff was probably here-ish before the hurricanes.
Murray says increased storm activity and more extreme high tides all factor into climate change.
It's coming up slowly, and as it comes up, you know, the tides keep pulling more and more away. So the erosion is the direct result of the sea level rise, and I mean other coastal processes. There's around 4,000 archaeological sites that will be affected with a 6-foot sea level rise.
And that's expected by the end of this century.
It's heartbreaking, it is, but you know, I do take some solace in knowing that if we weren't out, you know, monitoring the site and trying to do a little bit, we would lose all of it.
So she and the team continue to record this as pieces of history wash away. In St. Johns County, Jessica Clark, First Coast News.